Proverbs chapter 4, verse 5. Get wisdom, get understanding. Forget it not, neither decline from the words of my mouth. I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. Forgive me the spirit to do this lesson. This will be a quick lesson. I'm a little under the weather, but this is going to be a quick lesson in the spirit, something I've been meditating about. And it's that, are you really deep? Do you really believe that you are deep? And what is being deep? Because a lot of times, a lot of guys at first getting this truth, they think they are deep when they learn some scriptures, when they can recite things, when they learn that Babylon's America, when they learn that Esau's a so-called white man, when they learn that they're Israelites. How many Israelites around the world think they deep because they just know they're Israelites, But being an Israelite is a way of life, That's why it says, when you go back to Proverbs 4, verse 5, let's read it again. Get wisdom, get understanding. You have to understand this, man. You have to understand it. All right. And understanding it is how to get closer to Yahweh Shema Shai in real time. Not just spewing off words that sound good. Combinations of words, the way you word your words. And you're sounding real smart and sounding wise. But then when you get done speaking that and you're by yourself in your everyday life, you really don't have a relationship with Yahweh Shema Shai other than I'm spewing the words that I read. It's a big difference, man. So let's read this again. Proverbs 4, verse 5. Get wisdom, get understanding. Forget it not, neither decline from the words of my mouth. Forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee. Love her, and she shall keep thee. Right, man. How do you love her, man? You have to do action. You have to live it out, man. You have to manifest it in your body and your spirit, man. On the earth. Not just spewing out words, man. Talking a lot to you younger brothers, man. Right now is the time to really examine that. All of us have to examine that, but especially you younger brothers, you have to examine that because you don't have a lot of experience. You do not have a lot of experience on living this truth. You might have experience speaking about it and being excited, right? Because it's sweet and you have not really experienced the bitter part of this truth. Swallowed down, it became bitter like the scriptures talk about. You haven't experienced that process. So you in the stages of just sounding deep. But between you and Yahweh Shema Shai, you have not become deep. And that's what needs to be understood. Let's go to verse 7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. You have to fully understand, man. For example, I'll give you an example. If you give tithes, right? You have to understand what that means. Giving tithes, man. What is happening when you do that action? Or are you just doing it? Because you know you're supposed to do it, but you don't have that connection of understanding of what it represents. The Lord's storehouse. All right? Charity. Giving, but not giving with a grudgingly spirit. You got to understand that, man. All right? That's when you get understanding. Getting the understanding of the woman who had 2 last pennies. In other words, her last money. And she gave it all. And she did it with faith. Because she understood. She had that connection with the Lord to understood that, hey, man, the Lord got me, man. So it's an understanding, it's a growth. That's just one example, that come to mind in the spirit. But I can go through many examples of somebody just doing something just to do it because they saw it or because they heard it, but they don't have that full understanding why they're doing it. And that's what we got to understand. Right now is the time to examine that in your spirit. Let's go back to verse 7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. Exalt her, and she shall promote thee. She shall bring thee to honor when thou doest embrace her. Right, and you have to embrace her with that understanding, man. And that's how she keeps you, because you have the understanding. Those who never get the understanding, wisdom does not keep them. Okay? That's why you see a lot of guys around the world that are Israelites that just sound deep, but they don't understand this. Okay? And the guys who understand this truth, we can see right through it because we have that understanding. We have that full relationship with wisdom, with Yahweh Shem Shai, versus just repeating and just doing things. Okay? So you see what happens. You see the results of, oh, I'm deep versus really being deep. Okay? Two different categories. All right? The ones that's just, oh, I'm deep. Okay? Just in their mind. You can see them all over YouTube. Okay? And they know a lot of truth. And that makes them think they're deep. But they don't know what they ought to know. So they really don't have that full understanding. All right. Just want to make that clear. Let's go to verse 9. She shall give to thy head an ornament of grace. A crown of glory shall she deliver to thee. Right, a crown of glory. Okay, and Lord willing, I can do a lesson on that by itself in the spirit. All right. Now from there, let's go to Philippians chapter 2, verse 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as you have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Right. Work out your own salvation. You got to have that personal relationship, man. Just because you're around brothers and y'all talking deep, man, that ain't good enough. That ain't good enough, man. Because when you leave, where's your heart? Where's your spirit when you leave those brothers? Okay, what are you thinking about? Okay, what are you striving for within yourself? Okay, meaning you getting that full understanding. Okay, with all thy getting, get understanding, man. You got to work out that with fear and trembling. You got to ask for more wisdom, like it speaks about in James chapter 1, man, and asking with faith and not being wavering. You got to get close to Yahweh Shem Shai and build that relationship, man. A brother can't build it for you. Okay, because at the end of the day, you got to be persuaded in your own mind to be the real deep and not just act deep. Okay, the real deep is that personal relationship. You get it? That personal relationship, that trust, that trustful, faithful relationship in Yahweh Shem Shai B'Shem Rekah Kodash. Okay, again, not just going around talking deep and sounding deep. Okay, yeah, that sound cute, that sound good, but when all hell break loose, we're gonna see how cute it is. Okay, we're gonna see what your relationship is, man, because all you're gonna have is your faith, okay, in that relationship to get you out of here. Point blank, period. And you gotta understand that, man. Okay, let's end it on this. Like I said, it's gonna be a quick one. Gonna be a quick one, man, just to, just to meditate on and really think about it, man. Am I acting deep or am I really deep? All right. Romans chapter 12, verse 3. For I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly, according as Yahweh B'Shem Shai have dealt to every man the measure of faith. Right, man, to think soberly, man. Not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think. And that's what these guys that just sound deep do, man. Okay? Because they think that that's what the truth is about. Just sounding like that. No, man. That is not what the truth is about, man. Okay? And we see that in real time, like I said, with guys around the world, okay, Israelites claiming to be in the truth, and they love just sounding deep. Okay, and having the audience go, man, that was deep. Okay, that's what they live for. That's what they wake up for. Okay, that satisfies them. All right, but to actually be that deep and actually suffer as a son of Yahweh Shem Shai, okay, and go through the straight gate and learn, okay, it talks about experience, okay, builds your patience, okay, prudence, okay. These different things are a process in becoming deep, okay? Getting tried by fire, all right, and overcoming that and moving forward makes you deep. You see? Not just you speaking the words of the book. Okay, you got to live it, man. You got to live it and actually understand it, man. See, the true men of the Lord, the ones that's in this truth that really know, We understand that we get deep by going through our trials and tribulations and overcoming it. Okay, we get deep by taking it on the chin, man, and still believing in Yahweh Shem Yahushua and continue to do the work. Okay, learning from the things that Yahweh Shem Yahushua put in our path. That makes us deep, man. Tried as gold in the fire. We become pure gold. We become purified. I mean, we become deeper. Okay? So I'm going to end on that. I might do a part 2 and make it longer. But just a little quick one. Just in the spirit to meditate upon, man. Really, really, really meditate upon this, man. Are you truly, truly working in your relationship between you and Yahweh Shem Yahushua? Or are you just sounding deep? Okay, for the audience. With that, I want to give our praises to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rakah Kodash, for giving me the spirit to do this lesson. Double honors to the Elder Great Millstone. And shalom to your Akim out there that's doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.